Hello, good evening, one and all. At the outset, I wish you a very happy Chartered Accountants Day to one and to all the professional colleagues, seniors, juniors, and last but not the least, highly ambitious students. So, in this occasion, I just thought of sharing my views regarding how to build the brand image for a profession. Unfortunately, due to some handful of corporate frauds, some damage happened to the profession. We have to admit that. So therefore, we should all put efforts to once again rebuild the past glory. So in this video, I just thought of sharing the important things. So there is no free lunch. There is no free lunch. So unless until everyone is committed to add value to the client, we cannot have a sustainable future for the profession. So value addition to the three stakeholders. So importantly, we are serving significantly. We are serving three stakeholders. So what that is to say, business entities, government, and the households. Okay, the three stakeholders we are serving. We should have constant efforts. We should put constant efforts to provide value added services. So it is the responsibility of all the five participants in the CA ecosystem. It is not possible with anyone with anyone with single hand. So it is a collective responsibility of all the five participants in the CA ecosystem. According to me, the five participants in the CA ecosystem are first and the foremost CA Institute, second coaching centers, third faculties, fourth the principals who are giving articles training, and the last but not the least students. So everybody should keep in mind how to build the brand image of the profession, how to enhance the reputation of the profession. And at the end of the day, it is the based on the reputation of the profession our success lies. Whether you are a faculty or whether you are a practicing professional or whether you are an employee of a corporate, ultimately our success lies depends on the brand image of the profession. Therefore, we should put all efforts and we should try our level best to bring the past glory. For that, the only important point is committed service to the client, concern and committed service to the client. So 101 standards will of no use unless until we have internally committed to provide value added services to the profession clients. So maybe we are having 101 auditing standards, 101 accounting standards, and so many laws. So unless until we have commitment and concern to provide value added services, those standards are of little use. So therefore we have to act beyond the standards. We have to follow the law in spirit, not just in law, not just in letters. We should follow the law in spirit, not just in letters. So committed service to the client. We should have concern towards the client. We should put ourselves in the shoes of the client. We should take accountability and responsibility for the client's business rather than behaving in a touch me not like manner. We should take accountability for the client's business. We have to step into the shoes of the client's business. Committed service, committed and concerned services. So this is the responsibility. Everybody should remember this in mind. All the five participants in the CA ecosystem should remember this in mind. So it is not sufficient. We have so many standards, we have so many laws. Ultimately, what is important is our commitment. Okay, so our commitment to the client, not just for the fees. Next, extra mile. So beyond our traditional accounting and taxation, so we should try to understand the business reality, how complicated and how uncertain the business reality, and we should habituate with that, and we should adopt the business under business uncertainty, and we should walk in a very tight rope. So it is very obvious on one side the input cost of the corporates is increasing. On the other side, due to high intensity competition, corporates are unable to pass on the increase in costs. So on the third point, due to decreasing levels of household incomes, there is a less demand for the corporate products. All these three makes the job of a CFO very difficult. Okay, once again, I repeat the three important points: increase in input costs, and due to increase in competition, we are unable to pass on the increase in cost levels. The sale price is not going to increase on par with the cost, and moreover, the demand for the corporate products is going to decrease because of decreasing income levels of households. So all these three makes the job of a CFO very tough. So therefore, we should habituate ourselves to walk on a very tight rope. We don't have any lag. We don't have any free room, or we don't have much scope to perform or take decision whatever manner we want. No, We should be very tough. We are supposed to take a very tough decision in highly uncertain conditions with very least information, with very least reliable information. So the job of the CFO is going to be very, very tough. And last but not the least, technology. Utilization of technology or adoption of technology to the optimum extent. Unfortunately, CA Institute may have its own reasons, but unfortunately, they have removed the information technology subject at the CA final level. But I wish and I request the CA Institute, and already there are messages from the messages from the CA Institute president that they are going to increase more topics on technology like blockchain technology or artificial intelligence or robotics, whatnot. They are going to introduce technical subjects to a greater extent. Maybe in the CA inter level or CA final level, that is not clear till we come to know the 2023 updated syllabus. So till that we don't know. So therefore, we should adopt the technology to a greater extent. So technology makes the things simple. Technology tries to improve the things. So we should come away from our traditional methods of doing the work, and as much as possible, we have to use the technology. So hardly we are using 5 to 10% of available technology in our practical life, in our professional life. So therefore, this is the first thing. To on a faster speed, on a faster scale, we can improve the brand image of the profession, and we can provide value added services to the clients. So long as if you adopt the technology to an optimal extent. Okay, right. And last but not the least, ethical values. Okay, so maybe due to greed for money or power, maybe few professionals may have taken a wrong decisions or may have given a wrong report, but that is not the case. So unless until ethics are built into the profession, remember, the technology is developing very fast. Rapid advancement in technologies. So say for example, 20 years back, if there are 100 frauds are happening in the corporate, 10 frauds will be detected. And it may take 5 years to detect the fraud. But now, if the 100 frauds are happening in the corporate, out of 100 frauds, 80 frauds will be detected. And within 1 year, within 1 or 2 years. Therefore, advancements of technology and wider reach of internet and whistleblower policies all resulting in the most frauds are becoming detected sooner. Many frauds are becoming detected sooner. So therefore, there is no chance of compromising ethical values. Compromising ethical values is like building a sand castle. It won't last long. So even though it appears to be very nice for you, but how long that? But how long that sand castle based on sand, how long it can sustain? So therefore, unethical practices, whether in a corporate inside employee or an independent practicing professional, unethical practices will not give a sustainability to the professional. So nowadays, people are not dumb. Internet is there. So people are in by click of a button, people are getting to know much of the information. So therefore, there is no question of compromising ethical values. There is no question of bluffing the clients, etc. So every stakeholder is aware of what is going on there. So therefore, there is no scope for us to compromise the ethical values. So that is for our sustainability only. Following ethical values is not something which we are doing charity to the society. So it is our professional benefit. It is our sustainability only. Okay, right. And the conclusion: what we want is not small and stressful profits. But rather what the CA professionals are looking for is scalable and sustainable profits. Thank you one and all.